So today we're going to be continuing our scenario where civilization started over. I believe we are on episode 46. It's getting really close to episode 50, and we're just going by really fast. Anyways, we saw a lot of things happen in the last episode. We had this thing happen, this union, and this new country forming. We saw the Red Sudanese country get killed. A lot of things happened in East Asia and more. But if you guys enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe, as it is very helpful for the growth of this channel. As I'm recording this, I think we're about at 175 subscribers. Thank you guys for the rapid growth. It's really, I'm really thankful for it. And I don't really know what to do for like a special, at 200 subscribers. I didn't ideas, I guess just tell me. But anyways, let's go ahead and start this video. And we're gonna start with the most important part of this video, which is the Green African country. Remember, they have been here for a while, and they are a monarchy. Obviously there's a lot of monarchies still in the world, just not as many as there used to be. And, well, we're gonna go ahead and see some more of that later. But this little area isn't too, respected. So, something bad's gonna happen. In order to get rid of this horrendous country that's been on the map, the gold team will start their invasion of the green Algerian country, and Algeria doesn't really know what to do. They have not had a lot of combat. I mean, when they were more of an ancient country, they had way more combat than they do now, or at least combat efficiency and all that type of stuff. They're not very good at combat right now, so they're kind of getting just completely destroyed by the Moroccan invasion. And for the second time in history, an invasion from Morocco leads into a invasion from the Sicilians. The Sicilians are gonna go ahead and start invading Tunisia. And once again, the green team just cannot fight this. They don't have the military experience that some of these other countries do. The blue Libyans also make their invasion. Now, I do know that this was a lighter shade of green at one point, but I changed it into a bluish color because um I felt that was necessary. There's just too much green in this region. And well, I changed it to a blue. And speaking of blue, the blue Libyans are now just completely just taking a lot of land from the African country until a thing happens. And that thing is a large group of a bunch of weird people from the desert that are just gonna go ahead and form their own thing. They are just a bunch of weird people. Nobody knows why this exists, but it does. I'm gonna go ahead and like lower its color. That looks weird, but I'll keep it. So the green team is they're gonna try to push back on all these fronts. They do get this major city back, and they push back on pretty much just all of these fronts, except for the Sicilian one. But for some reason they mainly focus on the desert just to make their ego, I guess, or something. I don't really know what their thinking is, but it's obviously not going to go well for them as they just start getting destroyed once again, and their capital is taken by Morocco as they start to move across the North African areas and even meet up with the Sicilians. The Blue Libyans are going to also get a bunch of land, and they get basically all of this, a good portion of areas. And then the Sicilians are going to get the rest of it. And this is very interesting. This country's now gone. Let's go ahead and take a look at a peace treaty of this country, color country. And in this peace treaty, it's pretty self-explanatory. The Libyans get all of this land right here. The Sicilians get the Tunisian areas. This new country forms, and the Moroccans get all of this North African area, and that is very good for them as its capital is just a city now. And the capital of this desert type nation is just gonna be right here, and there you go. I don't know why they would put that in the most desert part, but maybe they're just weird. Probably they're a desert country, and I'm not liking how this is looking. So somebody might have to die soon. Speaking of dying, let's go ahead and take a look at this dark scientist. They've literally done nothing their whole existence, and that's about to change as they start their invasion of the Red Country. And they think this is just going to be an easy kind of war that nobody's going to think about. But it's going to turn into a big, bad mistake for them. And, well, we're about to see that happen. As now we see this pinkish, grayish kind of white nation, they start invading the Dark Sign country with a lot of ease, as there's nothing on this whole border right here. Basically just a bunch of forests and cold areas. Just nothing really defending, no troops defending this border. So the white team will get in very quickly and very fastly. I don't know what I was trying to get there. But of course, the red team is gonna push back the dark sign team because they're gonna pull out of this area, and then we can obviously go ahead and see the thing we all thought was gonna happen. The red team starts their invasion. What is going on? The red team starts their invasion of the dark sign, northern Russian kind of country. I don't know really what to call this. Not this. I call this. This guy is going to fall. His capital is gonna fall to the red team, and this dark sign country is gonna go ahead and surrender. It didn't have to. It's just gonna surrender though because it's about to die anyway. So it'll have a more gruesome death if it just doesn't die faster, I guess. Oh, and this peach treaty, the red team gets a lot and a lot of land, and they're actually gonna go ahead and change their capital to the old capital of the Dark Sign team because it's just too close to the one to the brown team. And of course, the pinkish white. No, not that. The pinkish white country gets all of that land, and the Dark Sign team does still exist, but barely. But I'm thinking of doing something. Just switching the colors. I think this looks a lot better. I'm not entirely sure though, so. If you don't think this looks horrible, then I don't. But for the capital of New Red Country, or I mean, I guess, yeah, not technically is a new one. It's right there. So yeah, coming over to our good old pal Sweden, they're now invading their good old pals up north here. And as soon as they just start invading, the purple country immediately surrenders because they know in the long run they're just gonna fall. So they're gonna go ahead and surrender. And then the peace treaty, full annexation by the Swedes. And the Swedes, yes, they have owned this in the past. So, I mean, it's the same religion, obviously. It's part of the whole big gold religion. So there's that. Coming over here to the Orange Country, they're gonna go ahead and collapse. Now, this country, hasn't done anything for a while, and they're just gonna collapse. It's more that just countries take a land from them. What is going on? I just realized we're recording that whole thing, but the blue team gets all of that land back. Good for them. And, well, the tannish, kind of beigeish team gets that, and then the greenish country gets all of this, and this orange country is just basically dead. But another country that is going to go, we'll get onto that later, but these countries have a similar goal, and they go ahead and unite. I don't know what color to make them. I guess I can make it this, but that's kind of too close to that, so I don't know what to make them. I guess we'll make it a greenish kind of color country, but its capital won't be in any of these two capitals. Instead, it's gonna go ahead and be, if we turn on the cities map, um, I guess it would, since it's the unification, it should be like in between, but I'm just gonna put it down here as it's probably the best economical spot. Actually, like here. Oh no, I just saved a map. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be right here instead, and this is not. I don't know who owns this, but I don't really care. This will be known as the Arabian Union, and no, I'm not copying off of Pookie Mappers. This is a different Arabian Union. There are other Arabian Unions between Oman, the UAE, and I think Kuwait. So yeah. Going over here to this blue country, another country's about to get annexed, as this blue country gets annexed by China because, well, China collapsed in the other episode, and the blue team collapsed last episode, and the blue team just wants somebody to protect them, and the Chinese took that a little too seriously and went ahead and just occupied it later and next them. So that is obviously not capital anymore, and well, this looks interesting. Over here in this African region, we're going to see a pretty big unification, which is between all of these countries. They have put aside their differences, and they have come together to unite as a single country. And yeah, I guess that's good for them. And their capital is going to be in the former capital of the Liberian nation. But they have their sights set on this. Interesting. Anyways, to this red country, we're going to see it basically just collapse, as a bunch of countries are going to jump it. Such countries include the purple country, and they just do a lot of the heavy carrying, getting rid of actually most of the former, or the main portions of the red country. But then that's when the Turkmens start their invasion of the Iranians, and they take back all of their former lands that they used to have because, well, they just want their former lands. In my opinion, I would too. And basically, the sides are orange and red against Turkmenistan and purple. So, these guys are going to start to get invaded by the purple country as well, and that's not good. As these guys start to get invaded by the Turkmens. And it seems that, well, the red and orange people are not winning, so they're gonna go ahead and surrender. And let's take a look at this peace treaty. This guy probably fully would die. This guy won't though. So in this peace treaty, the Turkmens get all of that land, which is pretty much double, maybe even triple the size they were before. The purple country will get all of that land, including the remainder of the red team. And well, now I'm just gonna say this right now. This map over here in Central Asia looks a lot better. Staying in the Central Asian region, though, we can see that the orange slash brownish country is invading into this kind of brownish country and just destroy it with all of their might. And of course, fully annex it because they want to. And hey, I mean, at least there's not another horrible looking country right there. Pink? Why is there pink right there? Oh, well, there's red right there because of Wales. Is there any orange? I think that's orange. Yeah, this is orange right here. Also kind of red. This is orange. Yeah. So there's still particles. There's probably like gold still somewhere. Yep, gold right there. Um, probably there's probably still gold that I'm not seeing. Like that's Northern Italian. This is Sicilian. This whole coastline is Cypriot, and then over here it's like some Greek, and then some Ottoman right here, as you can see. I don't know who this line was. I think these guys, but they don't exist anymore. It's pretty cool to see though. But for the last event of this pretty short, well, actually no, this won't be the last event. Um, but this continent's gonna get bigger. In the last event of this video, we see that the what is happening. I don't know what that was, but we can go ahead and see the Nicaraguans are getting invaded by the Panamanians, and it happens very quickly as the Nicaraguans just aren't powerful enough, and yeah, they just completely gets taken. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Pretty short, but we can see that continent forming now. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe, and goodbye.